Welcome back to the New-vember Challenge Day 10. This is a challenge where I try to watch movies that they're not in my collection, that I haven't seen before, typically streaming type stuff. So today I watched a film on Shudder called Belzebuth, 2017, directed by Emilio Portes, and it's a South American film, Mexican. I guess it was made in Mexico. It stars Tobin Bell, who is a priest who is trying to stop the coming of Satan, in this case Belzebuth. The film opens up with a bunch of mass murders. One at a school, which is obviously resonates right now with a lot of people. One in a grocery store. I mean, there's a series of, and in a hospital nursery, where kind of a brutal scene where just a person, a nurse, it looks like, goes nuts and tries to kill off all the babies in a nursery. So this cop, a guy named Ritter, who's played by Joaquin Casio, is trying to figure out what the hell's going on with all these murders. It's not just, it's mass murders. Well, this leads him to, ultimately, to a much more demonic situation, and to Tobin Bell, the priest, who initially they were thinking that he's actually the one instigating all this, but Tobin Bell is basically trying to stop the Belzebuth from coming. And of course, you've got the second coming of Christ involved in this as well. Interesting movie. I really enjoyed it. Not your typical satanic possession, demonic film. There are some scenes that are very, typical vanilla demonic possession. There's some really a kind of a silly. Some of it comes off as very silly. There was a scene with Jesus that, like a basically an artificial Jesus, but the artificial Jesus comes to life, and of course that's Satan controlling it. That was a little silly. I mean, it didn't come off, I don't think, the way they had probably hoped, but it's a fun movie. It's just, it's not scary. There's nothing, ultimately, to me, still The Exorcist is the scariest possession movie I've ever seen. I just think that's, and a lot of it has to do with not so much Linda Blair and her performance, which was great, by the way, but really the issue with the priest and his feelings of not having faith, losing faith, and then gaining it, regaining it. That's some great stuff. But this is a solid satanic possession film. And it's a lot different from the norm. I mean, you definitely got a different take on it. I enjoyed it, and I think Tobin Bell was fantastic in it. So I give it a 7 out of 10. It's not perfect. It is a little bit silly. There's some silly moments in it, but in general, I thought it was a solid horror film. I don't know if it has a Blu-ray. Let me look and see real quick. Belzebuth. Let me just look and see if there's a Blu-ray on it. I mean, you can watch it. It's on all kinds of streaming. Shudder, of course, is the main one, but I'm just curious now. I would not be surprised if Scream Factory puts this out. Looks like there is a Blu-ray of Belzebuth. Yep. But I would, yeah, it looks like there is a Blu-ray of Belzebuth out. It's released by Shudder. I guess Shudder is releasing some of their own originals on Blu-ray, but I thought that was more Scream Factory or IFC. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But there is a Blu-ray if you're interested in purchasing it. This is probably one I would pick up if it has some special features, because I did think it was a good film. But I don't really see much in the way of special features on this one. Um, yeah, good film. Definitely recommend checking it out. Definitely stream it. There's so many options from a streaming perspective. I think you can do it on AMC as well. And it's good. It was good to see Tobin Bell in a kind of a different role. I thought he did a really good job. So that's it for day 10. Belzebuth 2017. Good watch. If you've seen Belzebuth and have any thoughts, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.